Hello, welcome to Gothic. Yep, it's me, Critsy. Yeah, there you go. That's my name, that's the game. Time to move on. So, I'm feeling a little bit of Gothic fatigue right now, you know. Lots of new paths just opened up. I'm feeling real indecisive. Chapter just started. I might make this like 10 minutes shorter than I usually do. Simply just because I want to play something else for a minute, you know? Not that I don't love Gothic. This has been one of my favorite RPGs so far. If not my favorite. Definitely up there. I believe last time I made a fireball and I decided it's just better to just use 3 fire arrows. It costs the same, does the same damage. I see no reason to use a fireball. Useless! I guess unless you just really want to save cast time, I guess. Maybe Fireball has a damage over time effect or something, and I'm neglecting that. But last episode of the night. If you give me a tip on that now, I'll be able to read it before my next session. Well, my next session is going to be later tonight. Relative to when you're watching this, not to me. So I don't know, man. Whatever. Don't worry about it, okay? Let's just play some game. Lots of running in this game. I wish I had a horse or something. Somebody was running. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, if they move, they can attack. So always be wary of somebody who's walking. Oh, Vatras. There you go, I'm looking for him. Hop. There is no reason for me to hop up there. There's stairs over here.
Great was the wrath of Beliar, that he came across the land and chose the beast. And Beliar...
Sorry to interrupt everybody. I've delivered your secret message.
Accept my thanks. And now, pick you...
I already picked. Ring of Skill. King Sorrel? Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Heck yes! King Sorrel. Yeah! Oh yeah! What happens if I eat it? I'm gonna eat the King Sorrel. Excuse me. Don't mind me. Should only have one, right? That's Snapperweed. Where's my King Sorrel? Weeds.
Do you really believe that? Enos beheld what
Where is it?
Beliar had done.
Where's my King Sorrel?
Also bestrode the land and chose
Well,
the human. And Enos spoke to him.
The taste of wasted potential. Yeah, I love it. Ooh, it's good. Imagine if I saved after that. How many Gothic fans would be screeching in the comments section. Boycott my channel.
That doesn't surprise me.
That shit good. I'm sorry, I'm running out of commentary juice. This is my 3rd episode tonight.
Hey!
I was told to talk to Lyra.
Listen to the wrong people.
I don't know if I'm supposed to yet.
He never would have thought of that himself.
Used to talk to somebody on Botchus's behalf, but as usual, I'm terrible at paying attention to people's names.
I can't take care of everything for everybody.
Who am I talking to? Fernando's business? Never mind. He didn't actually tell me. Well, I'm looking for someone with a name. Night.
What to believe in.
Night.
You don't have to tell me that.
Night. Not you.
For that is the
Martin.
Hey, you. You have no business up here. Only paladins and those of us in the militia have access here.
That's adjusting my position.
You're looking for the man who is selling weapons to the bandits?
Says who?
Says Vatras.
Oh. What do you know about it?
Not much, but I could find out more.
Ah. Is that so?
He has the same hairstyle as me. Man, a lot of people love this hairstyle around here. Yeah, what can I say? It's a very... It's hair.
What's up here then?
This is the provisions store of the Royal Guard of the Paladins.
It's kind of just a bunch of boxes in open space. Way to give him a warm welcome. Nice. Alright, anyway.
Tell me, what do you know about the weapons dealer?
Listen, we know that an influential citizen in the upper quarter must be behind it. And some of the weapons are even supposed to have come from the militia's supplies. We still don't know exactly who's behind it. If you have enough guts to take on a group of at least 5 bandits, maybe you can find out.
Now, I understand you're probably not supposed to suspect this man, but look at this.
Can you sell me any of the paladin stuff?
You want to buy? Let's say that if you could compensate me for the trouble that will arise from the paladin's things wandering off, then we might be able to do business.
Does that happen often? Things going astray?
As long as the provisions master says that everything is right, no.
I see.
I wonder who could be selling weapons illegally.
Farum the fisherman has problems with the militia. The boys are constantly stealing from him.
And what do I have to do with it?
You have a certain amount of influence up here with the paladins. Farum needs your protection. He's willing to give you a part of his catch for it.
I see what you mean. Fish. As if I didn't have enough crap to deal with. Tell your pal he should come to me and tell me exactly what's up with the militia. I'll take care of it.
What about the bandits?
We know that the bandits are currently blockading the roads that connect the farmers to the city. Besides that, I know that there must have been a weapons delivery in the last few days. Maybe some clues to uncover the weapons dealer could be found with the bandits.
So what's the bandit nest that I've been trying to take care of for like the entire series?
What do you have to offer?
Then pay attention.
I'm just imagining him listing everything he has. Mole rat fat. Okay. Banish evil? Banish evil? Large healing? Large healing. Not greater. Not grand. But large. Jesus, these guys actually got some pretty nice magic, man. Whoa. Holy light, what's that do? It lasts 5 minutes. 100 magic damage? Oh, chucks. Man, you got some nice magic. I should have considered being a paladin, huh? Do you think there are paladin casters? Could I have been a paladin mage? I could sung songs about.
No
I
idea.
don't know.
You
I
tell
can't
me.
remember.
You don't have to tell me that.
I'm not touching that. Do you really believe that?
You know the one that's like Mater Maria. Stand up all the night and face the something. I actually kind of like holy casters. That's something that's always been fun for me. I mean, I know that it's not that big of a mold breaker, but where am I going? Bandits, right? And nap.
And Beliar gave
I know it's
unto
not
it
that big
portion
of a
his divine
God,
power,
anytime I go to
so that it might destroy
anytime I step near Vatras, he always interrupts my chain of thought. Anyway, holy casters, like, you know, holy damage dealer dudes. I know it's not that big of a mold breaker, but I kind of like it. Like, in World of Warcraft, I've talked about this like ages ago, but back in I want to say Cataclysm and early Myths of Pandaria, I played a holy priest, and insisted on doing DPS. And I know that sounds absolutely inane, but hear me out here, ladies and gentlemen. I was good at it. I was able to competitively DPS in at least casual dungeons. I never got high enough to do any hardcore stuff, but oh, cool, rain. But like, in Cataclysm, I think, and early Myths of Pandaria, before they removed all this junk, there were holy priests had chakras, right? They were just auras that would give you different things, like, you know, depending on your preferred healing method. One of them was, blue, one was yellow, I think. Bandits. And, I think the blue one would, like, lower the cooldown on your, power words, and I think I don't know, man, I think there was one for shields? That was the Holy Priest gimmick. But the red one, I can't remember what it was called, but there was a red chakra. And it would just flat out increase holy damage by like 15% and give you this holy word chastise, I think, which would do like a boatload of damage. And the thing is, it was like horribly neglected because I think it was intended for like, you know, questing and stuff, you know, doing stuff on your own, independent, but people considered, you know, holy priests awful for even that, and so it would be neglected, and I think the chakra itself was seen as underwhelming, but that 15% increase in damage, mwah, but it doesn't stop there, okay? In addition to that, there was a glyph that would make the spell Holy Fire an instant cast spell, which meant it would do about as much damage, slightly less, as your normal Smite cast. Smite is your spamming spell. This is not where I wanted to go yet. I just wanted to make a mental note of this place, but I was distracted by talking. Smite is your normal spam cast spell. You know, just does damage, quick cast time. Holy Fire would do about the same damage and add a damage over time thing that would be, you know, go on just about as long as it took to come off cooldown. So if you were diligent, you could keep that on an enemy at pretty much all times. Nice. Alright, time to get out of here. And, additionally, here's another gimmick of the Holy Priest. I know I'm probably boring you all, I just like talking about stuff, and I don't really have anything else to discuss since we're just doing boring stuff. Another gimmick of the Holy Priest was when they cast spells, I think just Flash Heal and Smite, they would get a stack of something that would increase the healing of their next, God, I can't remember. It would increase the healing of one of their next spells. The reason I can't remember this is because I didn't use it for that purpose. It was a stacking effect that would also increase the potency of Smite, to the point where it, I think, would do like 40% extra damage. Don't quote me on that, I'm not sure, I can't remember. God damn it, you messed me up, guys. Come on. Don't quote me on that. But there were a ton of things, you know, the chakra, the increased smite damage, the certain talents, holy fire, and I think liberal use of Shadow Word Pain, along with all the other stuff, would lead you to being able to do about as much damage as your average mage player in a dungeon. And then there was also a glyph for Holy Nova, which, like, the only thing that the build I was using lacked in was that area of effect shit. And Holy Nova is like a group healing thing intended, I'm pretty sure, but it also worked for damaging, especially in huge crowds. It would do competitive damage with, like, arcane mages who had, like, that, you know, Arcane Nova, which was effectively the same thing, except it didn't heal people. And last piece, the gear. Holy priests are expected to, damn it. God, shit, didn't work again. I should have really saved it. Oh god, you gotta be fucking kidding me. I gotta get better at this. Dude, come on. Oh god. Did I ever talk to Vachus? Yeah, I did. Just gotta check if I got that King Sorrel.
That doesn't surprise me.
I got it. Yes, this is right before I ate. Oh, I gotta talk to the dude again. Jeez, I'm sorry.
That's not what I heard.
Anyway, it would all stack up to give your smite like a 40% increased damage, and it was spammable, and you effectively never ran out of mana. And if you stacked your skills like a mage instead of like a holy priest, your damage would be on par with a mage.
Been there, done that.
And then mid-MLP, they
His deeds were
fucked over all the janky builds that I enjoyed. I hate that. I hate so much how Blizzard just... They hate fun. They streamlined things so much that a lot of the things I enjoyed doing are no longer possible.
Then
I tried to do a Holy Priest recently with WoW, but I couldn't bring myself to spend the money to buy
I've got no time,
buy a subscription, so I was only able to get up to level 20, but I'm happy to say that they've kind of mainlined the sort of thing I used to do. For instance, Holy Fire can now stack, Smite now has a chance to reset the cooldown on Holy Fire, and I get the feeling it's probably not as uncommon to see people try to DPS as Holy Priest. Whether they do it successfully or not, but I no longer have the urge to try to break the mold with it, because it's like, what's the point if Blizzard is purposefully giving them ground? What's the point of trying to take ground? This has been a 10-minute long rant about Holy Priests in World of Warcraft. Another build I enjoyed doing that I got to like level 40, I think, was back in late Mists of Pandaria. There was no melee hunter, right? Like none. In Cataclysm, there was like an atrophied, depressing, dead melee hunter where it's like you had 3 talents that you could pick that would be melee. But in Mists of Pandaria, none. So that's another thing I got the urge to try to break the mold on. And it didn't work as good as my Holy Priest, but I did manage to do more damage than a bad player. Certainly, like, there were a lot of times when when people who knew what they were doing would be able to logically out DPS me in dungeons. But I managed to get a build working where 2 heirloom axes. I don't like using heirlooms usually, but the jank levels that I was going for required them.
That's not what I heard.
2 heirloom swords, the agility, I think combat rogue swords. Enchanted with elemental chaos, I think. I can't remember. It's some high level proc enchantment that could be applied to heirlooms at any level. And Beastmaster, I think, is the spec. The reason I picked that is because all of your talents, as is logical, require a ranged weapon to use. Like, you know, arcane shot, how you gonna do that without a bow? Except Beast Mastery had skills that required a pet. So I would be able to stand there and spam a kill command or whatever it was while rapidly proccing this
Nothing there.
this poor man. This elemental enchantment that would do damage that was way above my level. That was a fun experience. Not optimal, but I think I would regain focus because there was a talent you could pick that would give you focus back whenever your pet crit, and I would I had the pet type that would crit more often. I'm trying to focus on this dude. You there, you are slain. Get fucked. Haha, can't catch me. Hoo hoo hoo. I tricked you.
Yes!
Yeah, just don't burn down this farm or anything. You know, this farm that's, you know, keeping me. Don't try to get revenge for your boys or anything. I'm gonna go ahead and take a nap. My favorite experiences with that Holy Priest have got to be when people would tell me I'm playing the game wrong. Like, I don't fully know. You know, I've got a whole transmog set to match my broken chakra. Like, I had a whole Scarlet Crusade themed chest, not chest, but general transmog. No, you. Oh shit, too late. Fuck. When did I say?
For you, lowlife.
Inconvenient, but not awful. And they'd be like, "You playing the wrong spec, you fucking idiot!" And I would see people try to kick me. And I kind of fed upon it. Yes. God damn it. Get in the way. Look at him slide on. And you know, you know why that was my favorite thing? Because consistently the sort of people to care that much about how somebody's playing the game at the end of the dungeon, I would pull up my add-on to measure the DPS. Just quote it to them. And say, wow, you got out DPS'd by a holy priest, my dude. Anyway, I lost interest in the game around like mid-Mist of Pandaria, so I kind of, God, shucks. Just can't be convenient for me, can you? Whoop. Haha! Goofuses. Oh, shit. Yeah. How did I manage this before? Anyway, so that was my rant about, how I like to play, holy casters. To explain, the reasoning here, I just like the idea of using a magic that's normally considered, like, you know, for healing and junk, to hurt. I also like, exorcists.
Stop right there, you lowlife!
I always think stories about them are cool. Again, the only reason I'm going so off topic is because, I'm just trying to jank out some bandits. Hope that wasn't next midday. Every few hours, he returned, casting fire down from the heavens upon one of our men. He said nothing. He only looked at one of us. How did he choose? We do not know. I just want to get the one in front there. I think I'm targeting the one that's sitting down. God. No, that's the right one, that's the right one. Keep getting him, come on! Yes! Yes. Okay. Abort. Remember to save it. Every day,
Stop right there, you lowlife!
another one of our ranks judged. As if Innos himself came down from the heavens, pointed his finger and said, "You wicked souls, be condemned to the fire." I don't know, is there a hell in this universe? Do gods have realms? Is Beliar's realm the universe equivalent of hell? I don't know, Beliar doesn't sound that evil, he just sounds like an embodiment of chaos, which, you know, chaos is not a moral stance. Chaos, death, darkness. Well, you know what I like about darkness? I like how I can take a nap in it. You know what I like about art? Jeez. What I like about chaos? Spontaneity. Spontaneity. And art, I guess. I guess I had some kind of psychological slip there. I was like, it was chaos. Art. I guess you can make art out of order, too. Art's really its own little thing. I don't know, seems to be the only dude out of the three who seems like, you know, objectively good. Every day, those of us who are left wonder, are we survivors? Or are we heathens bound for hell who have not heard the bell yet?
Stop right there, you lowlife!
Why are you calling me the lowlife? Man, I am in priest robes. You're a bandit. Wake up.
Damn it. What's up?
He's sitting on the bench outside. Sorry. He just I just came out and he was sitting on the bench with his head slumped. Alright, who's next? You the last boy? I don't think these are the bandits that I'm looking for, but I'm gonna kill them anyway. Pew, 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 pew. I got him, finally. Been trying to do that since the first few episodes. Cool tablets. Thought that dude only had 3. Cool bow. Pretty large. These guys had good loot. It's a shame I didn't get to loot half of them. I hope none of the tablets vanished.
I know nothing about picking locks.
Cool swords. Can't investigate them. Anything? The rapier. 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 Impossible. Nothing is impossible.
Nothing to be had there. Nothing to plunder. Nothing there. Nothing to be had there.
There's another one. Nice. So, did I get any hints from that? You know, got a sword. Nope. F. F. Just more F swords. More F-in swords. Whatever, I can finish that merchant quest now. I mean, I see some weapons here. Alright. See some weapons. Sure, it's a shipment of weapons, but I can't actually look at them. Can I go safely? I don't think so. Go this way. Yeah, boy. Yeah. Yeah, do the jank slide. Yeah, do the jank. Ooh, baby. Keep going. No. So much tension for that. Damn disappointment. Hang on a sec. Just checking real quick. Messages. Just friend? Okay. Just my friend. Check him in a minute. No, come on. I didn't even mean to do that time. I think when I talk to this merchant, I'm gonna go ahead and end the episode. I know that not much has been accomplished and I've really just talked about nonsense, but like, I'm fatigued. Calmly walk. Kindly remove thyself. There you go, that's safe. Nice. Good job, proud of you. Hey, dude, it's been a whole chapter, but I finally got your tablets for you, buddy. Hey, Errol.
I need information about a weapons delivery for the bandits.
Weapons delivery? Yes, I know about that. Some swine from the city sold them so many weapons that they could barely carry them all. Some of them are kept on the bridge where those bastards attacked me. The rest of them were probably hauled past Bengar's farm on the high pastures. Maybe the bandits wanted to take them across the pass.
Where are those high pastures?
Orland's Tavern is located just about the center of the island of Corinus. It's called the Dead Harpy. There's a way south from there. It leads to the high pastures and the entrance to the pass to the Valley of Mines.
So I'm under the impression that this quest doesn't begin until the second chapter, so why is he giving me directions to the tavern? You got bigger problems than weapon shipment if it took this long to find the tavern.
About those stone tablets, I've got some.
Thank you. That's enough. Now I could keep my promise to the water mage in town and then go home at last. I'll pay you for them, of course.
Ah, no problem.
I'm going home now.
10
Come with
gold?
me if you like. Maybe I can sell you a few things that might interest you when we get there.
10 gold? Gotta be kidding me. Wait, where's your home exactly? Wait, where do you live? What? That is not in the direction of any kind of civilization. Unless you live in the fucking monastery or a farm. It's not a merchant place. Boy, where do you think you're going? Whatever. Whatever. 10 gold for a quest that took me a whole chapter to complete. Maybe I'm just inept. You know, that's a very likely possibility. Alright. Let me save the backup too. Sorry for talking so long about nonsense. I'll see you in a minute. Well, tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow. Sorry if I don't. Bye! See ya. Have a good one.